Mama Earth USA, her name's Serena. She's been doing
Jessica
all of
Watkins.
my social media posts and stuff. And she's been doing a great job for me, putting in all the hashtags and making sure everything's all connected. I've never had a Twitter before jail, so this has been kind of an interesting experience, and it's doing it from afar. But it's been kind of fun. I appreciate you for doing that.
Oh, no problem. So Jessica, I don't know if you had anything specific you wanted to talk about tonight, but I tell people when they call in, a lot of times there's new viewers and new people getting interested in January 6th all the time. Mm-hmm. So we have the live streams going. We have people out here in the corner. If there's whatever you'd like to tell people, maybe you can, maybe start from wherever you'd like.
Sure. So things have been kind of hard recently. The day before I got sentenced, they moved me and, everybody who's maximum into a maximum security unit, which is very similar. We're in solitary confinement every other day, 27 hours locked in our cells. It's been kind of rough. The guards are very hostile and aggressive. I've had them destroy pictures of pets and, doing aggressive things, just screaming at me and treating me like I don't do anything to provoke these people. They just are very aggressive.
Are they like that towards everybody or just you?
It seems very focused towards just me. I don't see that. I mean, there's some guards that are just very rude generically, but a lot of this has been specifically targeted at me. Corporal Pryor has sleep deprived me, just beating on my door and then turning on the lights and then walking away and then leaving the lights on so I can't go back to sleep. The lights are out in the hall, I can't turn them off because I'm trapped in a concrete box. So I depend on her to turn it off. She won't do it. She thought it was funny to walk away. Well, 2 nights ago, I had a different CO, Corporal Carter. She came and she beat on my door and woke me up at midnight. She flipped on my light and I sat up and it startled me. I was like, what? What do you want? And she just turned off the light and walked away. I'm like, why would you wake me up? Then at 12:30 she didn't do anything. At 1 o'clock she came back with a mag light and started beating on my door with the mag light, which is metal, it's really loud. And she started blasting me in the face with the flashlight. And I'm like, why? What do you want? Get the light out of my face. What are you doing? She's like, I'm going to blast you in your face so you take your towel down. I had a towel hanging up to dry. Where it belongs. It's not against policy or anything. I looked it up. That's how she punished me. She woke me up in the middle of the night, blasted me in the face with a flashlight. Do stuff like that. It's been really crazy.
What was the first one's name?
It's been hard. I've been
kept the lights on?
Jail since February of 2021. So it's been 2.5 years of dealing with a lot of staff mistreatment like that.
Yeah, and you're kind of over there by yourself with special circumstances. But so you said it's every other day that you're kind of and so what are your days like that you're not in the solitary confinement conditions?
Yeah, it kind of just depends on the CO. Some of them are really sweet and some of them are really terrible. I'd say there's probably a 25-75 split. There's 25% of them are just good people, and then there's 75% that are really not.
Yeah, they're used to just treating people however they want to. It sounds like there's a lot of sadists in there, who are angry at life, and this is the one place where they can be a bully to somebody else with no repercussions.
Did she threaten to hit her in the face with the flashlight?
And it's easier, I guess, probably for the boys over in the CT and then in the Gen 6 unit because they've got each other, they stick up for each other, and over here I'm just kind of alone, So I did. Pauline Bauer was here. She was a Gen 6er that was with me. She went home on bond, thank goodness. And then Mickey Larson Olson was here, but she was in the hole because she refused to get the jab. I mean, I don't have the jab either, which is why I don't understand she was over there. But she refused to get the jab or wear a mask, so they threw her in the hole, and they left her in the hole for the whole time she was here.
Yeah, so, I heard her talk about that before. She's like, just take me wherever you take the bad people.
Oh my gosh, I can't text.
Right.
Y'all heard that.
Yeah.
Calls
I think I-
need to be
I think
made.
I heard
Calls need
her
to be
also
made.
speak about Pryor being
Thank you.
a bully.
Oh, it did come up.
Yeah, Tyler's a really terrible person. I mean, she's not nice to anyone, but she really seems to have it out for J6 people.
Yeah, you know, I did a documentary with Larry Logan not too long ago, and she was asking why do you think the cops act the way that they did on January 6th. And I said, and this is unanswered, a lot of these cops were taught to absolutely hate us because of our politics. And January 6th, and now that they have some of us incarcerated, it's just an extension of that day. It's their chance to hurt a Trump supporter in their mind.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then you look at the statements by Fanone. Fanone was like, yeah, like it was like a Bin Laden moment for me when they arrested Donald Trump. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? And then like Harry Dunn came out today. These are two officers that were on the Nancy Pelosi Jan 6 Select Committee. Harry Dunn testified against us. Harry Dunn came to our trial and said, F them. I didn't need their help. F them after the Oath Keepers rescued him on camera. We have the footage that they withheld.
Yes.
That, like, the Oath Keepers rescued Harry Dunn, and he looked us dead in our face and said, I didn't need their help. F them.
Yeah, Harry Dunn committed,
Under oath.
yeah, he committed perjury in that specific circumstance, but also a couple other ones. That, you know, there's some video out there right now where he clearly commits perjury. But yet these psychopaths who call themselves lawyers in D.C. allow these men to continue to come give victim impact statements and testimony, asking for more time for people. I mean, it's completely psychotic.
Right.
It's completely psychotic.
And that's what happened with us. They came to our sentencing and said, you know, we want the maximum. If you can throw them in there for every minute of every second that is allowed by statute, I want them in jail for all of it. They did that to our sentencing. And then Harry Dunn came out today, and he said that they should have arrested Trump on January 7th. Like,
yeah, well, he's another left-wing lunatic. I call Harry Dunn the Jesse Smollett of January 6th.
I like that.
I do. Because, you know, 3 of their 4 January 6th star witnesses, the 4 PSYOP witnesses, as I call them, are provable. It's demonstrable with open source video. They committed perjury. And I don't know what kind of judge. I tell everybody, oh, these judges are just dumb, or they're doing. I'm like, no, these judges know exactly what they're doing. They take their $250,000 educations that they got at Yale and Harvard, which makes them better than all the rest of the time, right? And they don't see this corruption. They don't see this stuff with the FBI. And I never will understand, why is the FBI considered a credible source inside of any courthouse in this country?
Right.
I mean, they're involved with all kinds of horrible
in our trial they committed perjury. They fabricated evidence out of thin air, and then they sat on the witness stand and said, yep, that's true. And I knew my case, thank goodness, because they tried to say I made all these phone calls to coordinate the strike on the Capitol. I'm like, I didn't do anything like that. My phone wasn't working. And I knew my case, and I knew my discovery, and I was able to prove it, and they created a call log out of thin air. Those calls did not exist, and they said they did. And the FBI's like, yep, totally did. And that should have completely invalidated his testimony. Like, this is no longer a credible source, so you could throw this whole thing away.
Yeah, it's whoever was presenting that evidence, they should have been impeached for credibility. And then everything you say is gone. Anything you present is gone.
That's right.
But, you know, we're pretending like these are real trials.
We literally subpoenaed an FBI agent in my trial, the defense. We subpoenaed one FBI agent to prove the other FBI agent was lying. Like, it was like a whole, 2-hour thing where we proved that they lied under oath, and it didn't matter. It didn't.
I bet the judge said something like this. I bet the judge said something like
They
this.
just rolled right past it.
I bet they said something
They
like,
just rolled right past it. They didn't care.
well, just because this FBI agent got caught lying straight through their teeth on this one issue doesn't mean that they would lie on something else. And then roll right back. You know, I'm like, no, that means this person's lying. They should be arrested probably. We would be.
That's true.
Damn right.
Yeah, well, something I was thinking of when you spoke about not getting that jab. It's probably a good choice you made there, because news came out today how Pfizer, the employees of Pfizer, they all have a special badge of the vaccine that they all took that was different from the rest of the stuff these maniacs tried to force down the arm of the rest of us.
Wow.
So yeah, they're looking out for themselves.
I don't generally do medicine anyway, so it wasn't a hard decision for me. But
I tell everybody that if nobody ever mentioned the word COVID to me, I would not know it existed. I never took a shot. Never.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, just don't need it. You know, and it's fascinating to me that 80% of the American population took that vaccine, in quotes, I guess you could call it the vaccine, since they literally changed the definition in a dictionary to get their experimental cocktail of poison. 80% of Americans took that. 80%.
That's crazy. Well, I'm a pure blood.
Yeah. This is kind of off topic, but I'll tell you about it. So I was wondering, like, what happens if you were tricked into it? Because, some people were tricked into it, fear-mongered into it, stuff like that. And I've heard this preacher, because honestly, to tell you the truth, Jessica, I think they've been slipping stuff like that in our food for quite a long time. With all these vaccines and things. What's that?
It's quite possible. I mean, the whole Monsanto thing and, genetically modified foods and, all that stuff. I don't trust a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, well, why did human beings only need, 100 years ago, why did you only need 4 vaccines and now you need 142? Like, did we change as human beings that much as an organism, really, in 100 years? Why didn't we need all these medicines for tens of thousands of years?
We don't need them. They tell us we need them. We don't need them. They tell us we need them.
What I was going to say was, though, that if you're a religious person, I'm a Christian, that if you have the Holy Spirit in you, that's what heals you all, even if they have been doing this to us for decades, or maybe you eat certain things, or stuff in the environment gives you cancer, that's what heals you. So tell everybody, just because you got the vaccine doesn't mean that you're doomed. And,
Our God is bigger than that.
Right? So, yeah. But you know what? That's not good. It's not good for the Democrats.
I don't have any forward momentum on my potential skin cancer. So I've got a growth that needs to be removed. And
did she get her doctor's
still
appointment?
waiting for my biopsy. It's been a week and a half
So
now.
she hasn't had it
Still,
yet?
This jail hasn't done anything about it yet. So I don't know how long it takes, but...
So you're waiting on your results or to take the biopsy?
Just to get it done.
All right, Glory be. People make phone calls. Make it happen. We're going to be Glory be on that.
Absolutely.
On some of the live streamers.
You guys, you all heard it.
Yeah.
I have an appointment with the doctor next week, but by then it'll been 2 weeks. So I don't know. And this has been. I noticed it. I first noticed it about a year and a half ago, and I thought it was a mole at first, but then now I don't. The doctor didn't like the look of it at all. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, be careful with that. We'll have to make sure we pray about it.
Tell her try not to worry. We're praying for her. And making phone calls.
What do you do to pass the time, Jessica?
So you guys, that's a call to action. Please call the jail and let them know that we need to have medical appointments rapidly for the detainees and to make sure that they aren't put off.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You'll have to tell us next time.
I guess I'll tell you next time. Yeah, for a while I wrote a book. Basically, I was writing letters. Anybody who's writing to me in the Patriot Mail Project, they don't sell envelopes on commissary anymore. They only have the big yellow ones, and I haven't really been buying those because they're kind of expensive. But I'm sorry I haven't been writing you. It's not because I don't want to. It's just that envelopes are a very difficult thing to get. So,
and we want envelopes for the detainees. Add that to the list of the phone calls. That's ridiculous. They can't get envelopes to mail them.
Hold on. It is G29H3.
All right, Jessica, call back again. We'll be here tomorrow night.
All right.
Glad you called in.
Sounds good. Love y'all guys. Have a good
God
one.
bless you.
God bless.
God bless. Oh my goodness. Those are sleep deprivation tactics, y'all. And we need to make phone calls for her to the hospital. I mean, to the jail. That's ridiculous. But they can't have envelopes to mail out the letters. They need envelopes right away.